Hey, what's up guys? So I kind of wanted to do a quick little video before class here, kind of giving you an idea of how I view my beard before I trim it. I'm not really in the mood to trim it right now. I'm actually in the process of letting it get more natural looking and thicker because if you've been on this channel a while, you know I've trimmed it in the past and it's kind of been my thing for a little while. But now I'm kind of digging the natural look, you know, letting it get thickened out and things like that. But there's a way I look at my beard before I trim it that I kind of wanted to show you guys in case it can help someone else, because it's something that I feel like I get a lot of compliments on my trimming technique and like how good my beard looks after I trim it. And people are surprised that I don't go to a barber to do that. So I kind of wanted to show you a little bit about how I'm looking at the beard in comparison to anybody. I don't know how anybody else looks at it. Maybe they look at it the same way I do. But I drew something I kind of want to show you guys, and hopefully it'll kind of make sense. So let's check it out. Okay guys, so what we're looking at here is a rendition of how I look at a beard. So the black line is the chin, if you can see that. The dark brown is kind of the layer of the beard that you can't see much of any light through. So this is like the thickest part of your beard. It's right under your chin and it extends down accordingly. The lighter brown right here is used to represent where you start to thin out a little bit in your beard. Then this part right here, this lighter, almost blonde part, is just used to represent just the part of the beard. It's just crazy everywhere like this. Like, it's the part that makes you want to trim your beard. I mean, it makes you kind of want to cut it off some days because it's just like, it looks terrible and all that. So basically the way I look at it is, when you go to trim your beard, you want to take that part completely off. And if you don't want the square look, you kind of want to cut through like that. And I mean, it can be scary, but you want to do this really slowly. But you know, you want to, especially at this corners, if you're trying to round off your beard's going to look a lot shorter, but it's actually, in actuality, about the same length. It's just you're used to seeing it come off the side like that too. Now, if you wanted the square look, that's fine. You could have kept that too and just kind of brought it down just a little bit. But see, after this is all said and done with, you're taking off, essentially what you're trying to think about is that you're just taking off this layer of, you know, loose ends and curls and everything that you never did want, because you want to keep the shape of your beard. And you know, you just don't want to go willy-nilly and cut like crazy. But once you get good at just cutting off that layer right there and you get comfortable with that, you can start to kind of bring it in on the sides a little bit to, you know, fade from your hair kind of thing. And you know, to stay out like this, and that way you have more of that kind of look right there. This is terrible, sorry. Blend this back in. But you see now it's a different shape than the original. It's still natural, but it's more trimmed up. And a good trim can really save you from cutting your beard completely off, because it can just look terrible. Thanks for bearing with me through that drawing, guys. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess, how I see it, but that's how I see my beard before I trim it. I see it in these layers. Like, anything way out here, it's just kind of like I can feel when I barely rub across my beard, all that would get trimmed, because it's just, in my opinion, I consider that loose ends. And down, it's like right here, it gets a little thicker. All this would get trimmed. This right here is like the lighter brown part, and then up here is like the dark brown, like right under the jawline. So it's kind of hard to see in this light, but that's how I see it. And it works in my head somehow. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I've ever not messed up a trim, because I actually have before. So don't think this is like, oh, you know, this is great, like I'll never mess up. No, it still happens. I had it combed a weird way and, you know, I messed up. So yeah, it happens, but it works out if you have a system and you look at it systematically. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please smash that like button, and if you want please subscribe. I've almost got 1,000 subscribers. That's really cool. So if you want to be a part of that history making moment, please subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Later.